gonna start sitting. Any comfortable position will do. I'm me. All we're gonna do is watch our breath. Act of observation. Maybe soften your eyes. If you want, you can close them. You don't need to change your breath, just watch it. Typically when we do watch something, there are subtle changes that happen. There's the inclination to want to change. And there's nothing wrong with that. And if it feels like it's the right thing, do it. But don't feel like you are watching in order to change. Instead, we're watching simply to observe. Feel the end of the breath. Take notice of the end of the breath, the end of the inhale, the end of the exhale, that moment before we change the direction. Just enjoying the breath as it is, and again, not feeling any need to change it. Hands and knees. And we're going to send our right leg straight out to the right, like so. Shifting the hips back, drawing forward. We'll do that a few times. You can explore how big you want this to be, where you want the foot to be placed. That's up to you. Keep the leg out, but come forward. Left arm reaches to the sky. And then thread under as if you want to touch that right foot. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Press the foot down, draw the hips back, reach the right arm overhead. Slide the right hand back in, come back into center. Left arm forward, right leg back. Just stay here. This is perfect. This doesn't need to change if it feels nice. Bend the back leg. Push the foot away. Engage the glute a little bit to get a little bit more opening on the front of that right hip. Inhale, back up. Release the hand, release the knee. Child's pose, press back. Maybe crawl the fingers forward a bit, give a little more activity to those arms. Really deep hip flexion here. Allowing the torso to drop heavy. Your knees can be as wide or as narrow as it feels good on your body. And roll up through your spine. And we're going to do that on the same thing on the other side. I have to flip around so I have some space. Left leg out to the side. And then just moving with your breath. Whatever range of motion feels right. And there's no rush. You can linger if it feels good. You can even linger and take a couple breaths in any one spot that feels like maybe it needs a little more attention. Back up. Right arm to the sky, inhale. Right arm threads under. Maybe reach for that left foot. You want to extend the left arm overhead. Go for it. Use your right foot for some stability. I've got all the cats visiting me today. Lulu's sneaking in too. Hi. Bring that left hand back in. Right arm reaches forward. Left leg reaches back. This is perfect, but if you would like, you can reach back. Where's my foot? There it is. And then push the foot away. Re-extend. Release your hand. Downward facing dog. Hi there, big girl. And you have a moment here in down dog to familiarize yourself with today's down dog. It's not yesterday's, it's not tomorrow's, it's today's. It's not the one you did last week, it's not the one you did 10 years ago. It's right now in this moment, whatever down dog is finding you today. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And fold down. Do that again. Inhale. Lengthen halfway. You can slide your hands up if that feels good. Exhale, bow down. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. As if you're lengthening halfway. Reach the heart forward, then rise all the way up. Draw your hands to your heart. Exhale. Rise up. Inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway inhale. Right foot steps back, right knee gently to the floor. Anjaneyasana, inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands down. Plank inhale, all the way down to your belly. Shalabhasana, feet stretch back, hands stretch back, heart draws forward. Down dog, exhale. Breath in, right foot forward, exhale. Left knee down. Anjaneyasana, rising up, so nice. Exhale, hands down, step to the top of your mat. Halfway inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Glutes engage here. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, bow back down. Halfway, inhale. Left foot steps back. Left knee gently down. Anjaneyasana, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Plank inhale. To your belly, exhale. Shalabhasana, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Breath in. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Anjaneyasana, inhale. Exhale, hands down, step to the top of your mat. Halfway inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway. Right foot steps back, exhale. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Plank inhale. Chaturanga or the floor. Cobra or up dog. Really nice. Down dog, exhale. Right leg stretches back, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Step to the top of your mat. Halfway inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Lift the heart, little back bend. Bow forward, exhale. Halfway inhale. Left foot back, exhale. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Plank inhale. Chaturanga or the floor. Rise, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Step your foot forward. Crescent, inhale. Exhale, hands down, step forward. Halfway. Bow. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, heart to sky, strong legs. Down dog, exhale.
Run into the night. All of
Breathe.
you unfolding.
Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, stretch back. Look where you're going. So look at the space between your hands. Walk, step, or jump, feet to hands.
All of your
Halfway, inhale.
holding.
Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale.
Lay me heavy
Hands to heart, exhale.
to my head.
Inhale, reach up.
Let my fear come
Exhale and bow.
turn into
Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, curling up. Down dog, exhale.
falls into my healing.
Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale.
Till you find
Inhale, rise.
mindless.
Down dog, exhale.
Fall into the bind.
Lift your heels and hands.
Side
Bend your knees, feet to hands. Halfway. Fold.
heavy down
Rise, inhale.
to my heavy.
Hands to heart, exhale.
Let my fear
Inhale, reach up. Right knee lifts up. Cross your ankle, sink back. Inhale, rise. Keep the arms up, place the foot down.
to my
Inhale. Exhale.
pray it all comes out.
Inhale.
Falls into my
Exhale. Just keep alternating a few times each side.
tired of feeling.
There's no rush. Find your tempo. Next time you're on the right, we're going to stay on the right. With the right cross, I should say. That was confusing. You can hold your foot in your knee. You can stay right where you are. If you want, you can wrap your leg up and rise up to stand. And if you've stood up, come back down. Reach up, rise up, place that foot down. Second side, knee up, cross, sink back. Stay here, hand hold up, hands hold knee and foot, or wrap up the leg, and then rise up. Beautiful. Come back down. Rise up. That was not my best exit. Lulu has me distracted and release. You are just so cute. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and bow forward. Halfway inhale. Make your way back to down dog. That can be simply just stepping back if you would like. Move through Vinyasa. Keeping the left heel heavy. Inhale, right leg back. Keep the right leg straight. Start to turn the hips open and lift the leg even higher. Good. Push firmly into that left hand. If it feels good, bend your knee. Maybe start to stretch this right foot behind you. I'm kind of hitting the wall, so I'm going to move over. And then get light in this right hand. And then maybe you float your wild thing. Right foot top of the mat. Back heel down. Warrior two up and around. Hi. Heavy right sitting bone. Firm, strong left leg. Right knee tracks over that foot. Notice if it's collapsing left. Keep it centered over the foot. And then stretch the fingers away from you. Let your gaze rest on your right middle finger if it's okay. Play with how your feet feel. So I want you to feel centered and strong, and I don't care where you have to put your foot, your feet, to make that happen. I want you to feel centered and strong. One more inhale, sink a little deeper, exhale. Reverse warrior, option to pick up the front heel. Root your front heel, tip over, triangle. Adjust however you need. Lengthen the bottom rib cage, soften the top rib cage. Broaden hand to hand. Soften your front knee. I love a block and half moon. We're going to half moon. You can pop your back foot in closer to make this transition if it's helpful. And then lift off. I hear you. I heard you the first 40 times. Option to bend this top leg. And then find your foot with your hand. Or not. You don't have to. Kick the foot away. The more you use the glute of the left hip, the more opening you're going to get in the front of the left hip and not just the quadricep. If you have the foot, pull the heel toward your hip before you release. Bring this left hand around, bend your right knee, and then slide this left knee behind the right ankle. And we're gonna take an easy twist here. Like, and I really mean that, like, I do want it to be like an easy twist. No big deal twist. I don't care which way you're facing. I'm gonna be kind of angled a smidge just because of how I came down. I'm gonna slide this right leg across. I'm gonna kick my left foot out a little bit more. Gomakasana legs. If this doesn't work, find something that does. Maybe just Sukhasana, maybe double pigeon if you like that more. I like to take the balls of my feet sometimes and push my hands into the balls of my feet, push my feet back against my hands, and it kind of activates my hips in a way that makes me feel like I can go in a little deeper. was trying to think of a better way of saying it, but really that's just it. It just kind of activates so that I feel like I have the ability to maybe lean in a little bit, hinging from the hips. You might not feel that way.
Searching for guidance, I fall into quicksand.
Inhale, lift up. If you can, reach up. Feel the expansion
No
here.
sun on horizon.
You're going to take your left hand to the top of the mat. You're going to take this right leg. You're going to send it back. Left leg is going to stay where it is and just expand, fallen triangle.
I'm holding space.
Come around with this right hand. Listen. Left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Right heel nice and heavy. Keeping the legs straight, turn the hips to the left. Lift the leg a little higher and then maybe bend the knee. Good. And then maybe you start to reach this left foot behind. You can adjust this right foot however you need so you feel stable. Maybe get lighter in the left hand. And start to feel like a floating wild thing. If you fall out, who cares?
Calling out from a mountain.
Left foot top of the mat. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Yes. So heavy left sitting bone. Let it drop. Firm this back leg. I don't need you to look down at your feet. I want you to feel how you feel centered. So length, width of the stance is completely up to you. Extend the fingers long. And then if it's okay, gaze over that left middle finger.
Hold on, hold on. Hold on, I'm healing. Hold on.
Another inhale. Sink a little deeper exhale. Reverse warrior, option to pick up that front heel, that left heel. One more inhale. Exhale, root the heel. Triangle, Trikonasana. Nice and expansive, nice and rooted. You can kind of guide your leg in your hip socket by where and how you press your foot down. You can play with that. I find that interesting. Like you can kind of like press the foot down and feel like you're externally rotating the foot. The toes a little to the left. And that's going to do the same thing with it. It's going to change how that thigh bone is in the hip, right? It makes me feel like I'm getting a deeper external rotation. That might not feel good on you. You can kind of turn the toes in and that's going to take the thigh bone the other way. Play with it. Soften the front knee. If you want to pop that back foot in a little closer to make this transition, go for it. Half knee. And then option to bend the top leg. Find the foot if you want. Push the foot in. Engage the glutes. You get a lot of nice front hip work there. Foot, gently draw the heel in toward your hip. Come around, bend your standing leg. Drop this knee. And we're going to take a nice, like I said, easy twist. More about the hip than the twist, in my opinion.
For the revelations
at least for today.
Remain. I'm learning to breathe and hold the space. Oh, space is for the silence and the things I need to say. Place is for the victory and the pocket to pay.
One more inhale. Exhale, your right hand's gonna reach, sorry, that's not true. You're gonna release that Gomakasana legs. Ooh, I almost forgot that, but I didn't. So I'm a little bit angled. If you feel like you really strongly wanna face the front of your mat, go for it. I'm gonna kick my feet out a little bit, and I'm gonna push my hands into the balls of my feet. And that, I guess it's twofold here. When I do that, I feel like I get a deeper connection into my hips, but I also feel like it gives me the opportunity to lengthen out my spine a bit. So maybe it works for you, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you feel those things, maybe you feel something else. Sometimes you feel different things that are equally beneficial, just not the same. You're welcome to hinge forward if it's there for you. Rise up, reach up if it works for you. Get really long in your body. You're gonna take your right hand forward. You're gonna take this left leg back. Lulu is really demanding today. And fallen triangle. I'm kind of squeezed in at the wall, I'm not gonna lie. Three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Inhale. Open up the hips, wild thing, maybe float it, maybe take it all the way around, whatever's better for you. Right foot top of the mat. Warrior two. Sink deeper. Reverse warrior, maybe lift that front heel. Root the heel, triangle. Soften the front knee. Ardha Chandrasana. Chapasana, optional. Come around, bend both knees. Bring this left knee to the outside of the right. Twist and open. Come around. Gomakasana legs. Left arm reaches forward. Right leg swings back. Extend that left leg. Fallen triangle. Now listen. Right hand comes around. Slide the left shin across. Pigeon. Give some pressure to the back foot. I like either way, but a lot of the time I like pointed toes, top of the foot down, and I channel kind of a cobra or up dog leg. So nice pressure there. And then as I do that, that gives me the opportunity to engage this right hip a little more, the glutes, and then I get to open the front of that hip a little bit more. Now the left hip, I'm pushing my shin down, the pinky side of my left foot, and I'm gently drawing the legs toward each other. Very subtle. Stay here or rise up and make this a little bit more powerful. One more inhale. Hands under your shoulders on the ground. Tuck your right toes, three-legged dog, inhale. Open the hips if it's nice, wild thing or floating wild thing. Left foot top of your mat. Warrior two. So good. Sink a little deeper. Inhale, reverse, lift the heel if it feels good. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Beautiful. Soften your front knee, half moon. Shavasana if you like. Bend both of your knees. Ardha Matsyendrasana. And Gomukhasana legs. I was away, so Lulu is very much like in my business. I understand. Good. Reaching up. Right arm is going to reach to the top of your mat where Lulu is. Left leg is going to go back. Fallen triangle. I don't know if you have a Lulu on your mat right now. Slide this right shin across. And we are in pigeon. And I'm going to let you just kind of explore this. So I've given you some ideas on ways to be here. Action points. Just lie down. If it feels okay, maybe make this a little bit stronger and lifting up. Maybe the arms reach up, they don't have to. Hands come down to the ground, under the shoulders. This time plank, inhale. Chaturanga or the floor. Open and rise. Child's pose, send it back. Really, really good work. Excellent. Observe your breath. You don't need to change it. Rise onto your hands and your knees. If you have a block and you want to use it, grab it. Coming into Ustrasana. And it can be the medium or the narrow, whatever feels better on your body. Kind of dependent on height and a couple other things, but mostly how big those legs are long. You know, if you're taller, you probably need a wider one, etc. Hip width, a lot of things at play here. Find where it feels best. Hands on your hips. Short chin, belly button to pubic bone. Glutes then engage. You're not clenching, they're engaged. Hands behind, lift your heart up. Use your feet like you are an up dog. I'm gonna fly high to get there someday. I'm gonna run wild up to get there someday. Inhale, rise up. And then sink back. Someone's gonna fight, where am I getting caught? Someone's gonna get. Inhale, come back up. Cobra up dog feet or plank feet. Inhale, lift up. Maybe your hands come to your heels, but it doesn't matter if they don't. Inhale, rise up and sink back. I feel like in my observation of classes that a lot of people, I won't say everybody because I know it's not true, but many people love Ardha Chandra Chapasana, taking that top foot, which is what we did today. And then they don't love camel. And there's so many similarities. It's just that our gravity points are different. So we're going to do it one more time, it being camel. And I want, or I hope, I hate when I say I want, but I do, I want you to be able to find some similarity between Ardha Chandra Chapasana and camel, or wild thing. Like everybody loves wild thing. There's a little sense of that. That's a little closer to Urdhva Dhanurasana. But yeah, there's a little bit of that. So a little more of the freedom, a little less of the, I feel like it's a very, I look at people and I feel like they're restricted, and trying to find a little bit of softness and freedom in Ustrasana. So rising up, you can keep the block or lose it. And so in Chapasana, you've got like this really big expanse. You're taking your hand to your foot, right? And then you're pushing your foot away. Now push your feet away. Push your feet away. Push your feet away. Let the heart open. Push your feet away. Use your glutes. Let the front of the hips open. As you're ready, inhale. Ooh, sorry, Lou. Rise up. Just got her on the way up. And then this time, child's pose. Sink back. Release your head. Release your spine. We're going to flip on our backs and we're going to use this block. If it appeals to you, I'll show you what we're going to do. You actually have two options. So we've done a lot of hip work today. And you have the option of taking the block, bringing it underneath your sacrum, elevating the legs here, and getting this beautiful inversion of the legs up. If you would prefer, you can keep your feet down and walk your feet away from your hips and get a little bit more of this front hip opener if that appeals to you. If it feels too intense, drop your block down. And I think I'm going to go up. And you actually have time to do both if you can't choose, because I can't choose. I love them both, but if one appeals to you to like just be and stay, you'll be and stay. But if you are going to do both with me, we'll start with the legs up. If neither one of these appeal to you, you know what to do, right? Handstand, shoulder stand, headstand. All right, I'm gonna go into my second phase. I'm gonna carefully bring my legs down and extend them out. And the block might need to be adjusted. You will know because it won't feel right, or it will feel right. And right is not the right word. Right is not the correct word. It will feel centered, stable, or it will feel uncentered, unstable. And you'll know you need to do something to make it fall in that category, centered and stable. Maybe you need to flip the block down one. And sometimes that just feels nice because it's not as extreme, a little more subtle. So that's your call. I like the middle height the best, but again, there's some things at play here. Your height, the mobility of your hips, how you feel on any given day. Last few breaths here. If your legs are still up, you'll bend your knees and slowly bring one leg down, the second leg down. If you are extended in the legs, slide one foot in, slide the second foot in, and then everyone bridge up, take the block out, Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze here. We're going to finish with a twist. If you don't need a twist, if it doesn't appeal to you, you can do something else if you need it. I'm going to cross my left leg on top of my right, shift my right hip slightly left, drop my knees to the right, and reach my left arm up and out. Come back to center. Unwrap, rewrap, second side. Shift the hips if it appeals to you. And then right arm up and out. Back to center. Good. Maybe take your legs up, just shake them out a little bit. And then when you're ready, Shavasana. When you are ready to come out, you'll deepen your breath. You'll bring attention to how you feel physically, mentally, emotionally. Wake up the body. Bend your knees. Roll to your side. And then from your side, you'll rise to sitting. Sorry. Sit comfortably. Bring your hands into your heart. Honor the student in you that continues learning, continues self-observing in this modality that really gives us the opportunity to tap into our deepest selves and realize how amazing we are. It's not always to better ourselves, it's oftentimes to just realize we're already there. Bow your mind to your heart.